So looking up now from level 8, we've seen it from down below, but you get an idea of exactly how tall the stadium is from here. But as you look down, you still see everything in front of you. We've got some seats on the north side already going in. They're going in really quickly on that rail system. Soon enough, they'll be up here. Level 8's a really cool experience because you can walk all the way around. So for the 27,000 that we have up here, really cool food and beverage experience immediately adjacent to us as well. But great views. You look out the north side to the mountains. You've got mountains over on the east side as well, now covered with snow.
Snow covered right now. You go out to the plaza over there, you can see the ocean, out to LAX, Palos Verdes. The one thing I love about these concession stands though is you don't have to turn away from the field, right? You're still part of the action, you're still at the Occo. So it's not like you have to go out to a concession stand and leave all the action behind. It's designed so that you can stand and watch the game while you're in line with the concession stands and still feel part of the action, which is an unbelievable way to interact as you're waiting for the food, and great live fire open cooking right here.
When you talk about that experience, right, we talk about how vertical the building is, it's gonna hold sound really well. So this place is gonna be rocking and really loud on those game days. When something good happens, you'll know it, you'll feel it. That's a fan experience point and a home field advantage that we're gonna have for years to come.
It's one of those things when you go to new buildings, sometimes they don't seem as loud as the older buildings, but this being sunk 100 feet into the ground and having earth on all sides up to 6 levels, then you've got the roof on top. This will be one of the louder venues in the NFL for Rams fans to rock. And I think one of the great things, we talked about the seats, we have always played in buildings with red seats, even though never been a team color. So to get blue seats coming into a building is music to our fans' ears, I promise you that. It'll be a great sight to see them sit down in blue seats.
So final part of level 8, we're now on the south side, gets us a chance to overlook the whole south side of the property. American Airlines Plaza as it really comes sweeping in here to our 365-day-a-year team store. But you can also look over here, we're starting to finish out the steel work of the performance venue. While it won't necessarily open in year 1, creates a really unique experience to have Stadium, American Airlines Plaza, to bridge stadium concept directly into another venue. Takes great use of our space, but it'll add a really cool 6,000 seat indoor experience in year 2.
We've always talked about this really as 3 venues within one. So you have SoFi Stadium, which will be the world's greatest stadium. Then you have American Airlines Plaza, 2.5 acre covered plaza, which will be open year round. And then a 6,000 seat performance venue for smaller concerts. It'll be the home of the Los Angeles Gorillas and Los Angeles Gladiators, the esports teams that Mr. Kroenke owns. So really a unique space tucked in the bottom part of the roof. But as a fan, when you walk in, up through lower Champions Plaza, lower American Airlines Plaza now, excuse me, and the upper American Airlines Plaza, you'll have these 2 venues on either side and a great place to gather right when you come in from the parking lots. And I still think this is one of the greatest views in all of sports. I mean, on a here, beautiful day, you're looking out at Palos Verdes, you can see Long Beach clearly today, all the way through the harbor, out to the South Bay, out to LAX, but just, you can see palm trees and snow on one side as we looked on the north side. Here you can see the beach in Palos Verdes. What an unbelievable view of the Southern California skyline.
What's a trip to the stadium without at least some wildlife, right? So thanks to our rain over the last couple of days, actually starting to fill the early part of Lake Park. So as we look out over the water now, you can see some birds in and around the area. This is the lower part of Lake Park, roughly 25 acres of total green space that really carries through the heart of our property. So as you become familiar with this lower part of the lake, there's 3 really great water features, waterfalls that come down from the upper lake into the lower lake. And there'll be a lot of great little entertaining spots and places to sit and mingle on game day, but also a place to come Monday through Friday and really just sit down, have a picnic, lunch on the weekend, etc., available to the patrons of the community.
One of the things that was so important to the residents of Inglewood when we built this project is the lake that used to sit at Hollywood Park right on the infield across from the stands was one of the gathering spots for the community, whether it was their July 4th parade or other elements. And we really wanted to have a water feature similar to that lake here on the site. And this is such an unbelievable vantage point because you can see Lake Park, you can start to imagine the green space. Off to the left is where the hotel is going to come into play, and down to that corner is the retail and entertainment district, nearly 600,000 square feet of shops and restaurants and dining, movie theaters where people can come Monday through Friday, 365 days a year. But that Lake Park is going to be beautiful. You can imagine Super Bowls, the opening and closing ceremonies, the 2028 Olympics. People are going to shoot across that lake into the stadium. That's going to be the beauty shot as you approach it. And it's just an unbelievable feature that you just don't see anywhere else. And even you get a bonus today, you get to see a piece of the roof and the ETFE being lifted in. So you can imagine the future with Lake Park and the current state of construction right there with that ETFE.